pull up, hey, pull up, hey, we pull up, hey, pull up, hey, pull up, yeah, pull up, yeah, pull up, yeah, hey. Pull up and break bread with me, ayy. Pull up and let's meet agree, yeah. Pull up, God is doing a new thing. Pull up instead of pull down for the community. Pull up and break bread with me, ayy. Pull up and let's meet agree, yeah. Pull up, God is doing a new thing. Pull up instead of pull down for the community. Pull up and break bread with me.
Hello, 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 hello. I'm J. Lee Music. This is Eddie MC. He's the CEO of All Honor and Glory to God Incorporation, and I am the Executive Vice President. And we are pulling up on Corey Cleare here in Albany, Georgia. Pull up. Welcome to Pull Up.
My name is Corey Cleare. Growing up, I always had this thing for performing music. Things of that sort. One of the things that really drove me to that was being in church. I grew up Catholic, so the Catholic church is a little different. You know, they have mass, they don't have service, worship service, they have mass. And I would lead worship. I mean, I would be I'm talking about from the time I was 9 years old, I was singing solos in the choir, children's choir, youth choir, things of that sort. Altar server for the priest every other Sunday. And I did that all the way until I was 18 years old. And at that moment, in that time, I thought I knew who Jesus was. I thought I was saved. I thought all these things. But I found out that there's a different Jesus that I really knew. So, going to college, I went to FAMU University. Shout out to the Rattlers. In college, I just kind of lived 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the church. So I would go to church on Sunday after I've been in the club partying on Friday and Saturday nights. I realized, probably it took me about 10 years to finally realize it, but I realized that was not the life to live. And God had a different plan for my life. And things turned when I got in an accident in 2008. So, to piggyback on the story from before, I'm in a ditch, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. I got a verse in one of my songs called Thank You, Lord. It's actually the last verse to that song that will explain it a little bit much more clearer. Stuck in the ditch, but I almost died. I saw my whole life flash before my eyes. Got out the car, said a really quick prayer because I ran off the road and I don't know where. 4 a.m. Who I'm going to call? Not to mention I've been drinking alcohol. If I call the police, I could lose it all. So I called Leroy. He was the last one I saw. He picked up the phone and I said, "Where you at?" He said, "I'm at home sleep." "Why you ask that?" "Because I ran off the road and I need your help, but I don't even know where I am myself." He jumped in the car. He said he on his way. He couldn't find me, so I had to call the cops anyway. The dispatcher say, "What's your emergency?" And I said, "Well, ma'am, I almost hit a tree. I landed in the ditch. Now I'm out here alone, and all I was doing was trying to make it home." And she said, "Okay, Mr. Cleare, calm down. We know where you are. Somebody's coming right now." The cop came, say he smelled liquor on me, took a breathalyzer test and asked for my ID. My record showed I know Jesus, so he got me out of the ditch and he let your son go.
Wow. Wow.
And in that moment, the cop told me, he said, it was like God speaking through the cop to me. He said, "Son, you ain't got nothing on your record. You ain't got nothing. You've been doing all these." He was telling me stuff about me that he shouldn't have known about me. Right. He was like, "I'm gonna allow you to go. I'm gonna allow you to get away. Basically, I'm gonna let you go, but just a warning. Let somebody come pick you up because you are intoxicated. Let somebody come pick you up, take you home. You come back, get your car later. I'm not gonna give you any charges or anything like that." And he was like, "You need to go and do what God's called you to do." The cop said this to me.
Wow, that's...
Now we always talk about that, these so much, police brutality on us young black men. But this same, he's a cop that wasn't my color. Said straight state trooper, and he said that to me on the night that I got pulled he came to my, but it's kind of like me getting put a little kind of like, on my night, that's what that cop said to me.
That's amazing, bro.
And and that started the change in my life. I wasn't perfect after that night, but from that night in 2008, September 14, 2008, all the way up until right now, we're sitting here in 2018, God had been pruning me. And he still is to this day, but he pruned me to be sitting right here before y'all in this moment.
Now we met like 3 years ago, 3 years ago. And I was at a Mario concert.
Mario, that's right.
And you sang the song "I'm Gone." Yes. And that right there, me and my husband was sitting there, and he was like, "Wow!" He said, "That dude can rap right there." Yes. And after the concert, we, went outside and we talked and everything. And when I had my concert, I'm ready. My husband was like, "You need to have him come up and sing that song." I'm Gone. We sang that song ever since we had met you. Tell us a little bit about "I'm Gone."
Well, "I'm Gone." It's funny you mentioned "I'm Gone" because "I'm Gone" is the first song that other than the song "Thank You, Lord" that I just rapped the verse to. "I'm Gone" is the first song that I wrote as a Christian artist. The first song I ever wrote as a Christian rapper. Now that I'm not doing secular, I'm doing this now. Like totally surrendered doing this now. "I'm Gone" was the first song I sat down to my table and God helped me write.
Wow.
And it was basically, it was kind of his way of saying through me to people out there, mainly people who, like some of the friends I lost and all these things. I was talking to them about that earlier about how there are people who still wanted me to come out to the club, still wanted me to come to these things with them. I was married at the time. They still want me to come in and come to parties when they got girls. They were still trying to tempt me to come and do those things. And that God's message to me and through me to them was, "I'm gone." Like, dude, like I'm not doing that no more. I've changed my life totally. It's not I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out still. I'm totally changed. Like I'm totally surrendered to Him. So now I'm doing these things now. I'm gone. I left that old style, the old lifestyle, because I totally repented from those things. Now I'm going this way. And if you want to be involved in my life, now you got to try to come and catch up with what I'm doing with God. And not try to pull me back over with you. And that's what "I'm Gone" is all about.
Wow.
That's an awesome message, man. So, hey, man, tell us about that music background, man.
Oh, musical background. I was telling them earlier. My musical background started as singing in the church, right? I was in kids choir, youth choir. I would be the leader. I was the one with the solos and all that. The little kid that's out there. Jesus, love me this time. That was me. I was that guy, right? The one who led, the worship and stuff. And that's when my musical background started. I also was in the drill team when I was in elementary school. And then I was in sports also. So I had to make a decision whether I was going to do sports or music going into middle school and stuff. But my mom ended up making the decision for me because I was going out for the football team, and we went out there and we got to go register, and they say this is the team you're gonna be on, and it was by age, but they also had a weight that went with it. So we were the 11 and 12-year-olds, right? But the weight was the 105s. Yeah. And at that time, I weighed 72 pounds. Whoa. And my mama said, "Oh no, you ain't playing no football no more." And that was the end of my football career, and that's where you got these guys running the band, and the rest is history. But from 6th through 8th grade, I played drums, all percussion instruments. I was section leader in my middle school. Same thing all the way from 9th through 12th grade. At Carroll City High School, I was a section leader in my 11th grade year and my 12th grade year there, and went on to FAMU. I didn't have a scholarship because I had financial aid, so they ain't giving a scholarship. That's neither here or there. But I went in. I was in the March 100 for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and let it go from there. But that was that part of it. But the singing and the worshiping and all that came, and the writing of the songs and all that came from me being in the youth choir and things like that. Growing up, I always looked at myself. At my church, I went to a little small Catholic church in Miami, Florida. I was the Kirk Franklin of the church, all right? I was the one with, "Why we sing? He's the reason." I was that guy. So I was that guy. So I kind of looked at myself as that going on. I was like, "I'm gonna start writing songs and stuff." And that's kind of how I got into the writing part.
You got amazing.
Oh yeah.
Audience of one.
Yeah, audience.
Tell me about that. Tell us about that.
Well, I was actually sitting in church one day, and I heard our pastor Sherwood. He had said, "Everything you do should be to an audience of one." And when he said that, I wrote that in my notes. And I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna write a song about that." And I ended up writing a song about it, but and God basically gave me the words to that too, because none of this I do, anything I write is never not God ordained. It's never just Corey Cleare just writing something. It's actually God taking the pen and giving me the words to put on the paper, and then to record, and then from there. But I looked at it like when he said that audience, I was like, ooh. I said, man, so every single thing I do should be to an audience of one. Like, so all these people that's telling me they don't like the fact that I've changed now, all these people that's telling me they don't like the way how I'm raising my kids, like these people that, are not Christians, they tell me that, well, you shouldn't be this way, or you're so hard on them and all this stuff. And, well, everything I do should be to an audience of one, so that means everything I do should be pleasing Him. Yeah. So, and He's the one, right? He's the one. So all these other opinions and all these other things and all these people, the haters, whatever you want to call it, people that's trying to tell you what to do, that's not, they're secondary. They're not in there, what they're saying may not be important, but they're secondary. I am the one who you should be trying to please. I am the one who you should be trying to listen out for my applause. So even when we're performing or ministering in front of large crowds or small crowds, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because He's the one we should be pleasing. So audience of one came from that, and so the song that as I was writing it, I was like, He's giving me the words to say, and it has to be all about Him. It's not about anybody else, and it's not. And then actually taking that and making it a lifestyle. It's a song, but taking that song and making it a lifestyle. Like, even at work, yeah, I have a boss, but if I'm doing, and I tell my kids this all the time too, if I'm honoring God, I will be honoring my mother and father. If I'm honoring God, I will do my job to the best of my ability, so my boss will be pleased. Anything that I'm doing or saying, if it's to the glory of God, if it's honoring Him, everything else, it takes care of everything else. And that's kind of like and I'm not perfect, but I try to live my life that way. Like, everything I'm doing, if it's pleasing to Him, I ain't worry about it. I ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't gotta worry about what somebody else thinks about it. So that's what audience is.
Small fact, man. Me and Corey Cleare, man, we been in the group 517 together a few years ago. Met y'all through Miss J. Lee in Tallahassee, man, at a radio station.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. It was an awesome experience, man. I just remember just sitting around you guys, man, listening to y'all music and hearing your testimonies and just being in awe, man. Like, before the Lord, when He brought me out, I wasn't surrounded by people like me. You know what I mean? Exactly. I was just people in the streets and stuff, and I longed to have friendships and family in the gospel.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what the Lord brought with me. With J. Lee and you, Shane, Mario Mitchell, just all of y'all. So my question is, what's on the agenda now, brother?
And just to say a small thing about what you just said, that's God's way of bringing us all together. Like we met so many people. We've come together because of 517. And that season of our life was a good thing because it was all together. We all were out doing our own thing, but coming together and doing something together, and then that shows unity and fellowship and all that for the Lord. and the things we learned during that time was awesome. Yeah. The friends we made, the connections that we were able to make, the networking that we were able to do, the people we were able to bless by going into their sanctuary and just tearing the house down. They literally not literally tearing the house down, but just we're ministering and worshiping. Man, it was awesome times in all of our lives, I'm quite sure. And it brought us together as far as us sitting right here in front of us right here today. Right now, what I have going, I will have an album coming out. It's called Audience of One, the album.
Man, yes, sir.
Audience of One, the album. It will be coming out sometime, I believe. I'm speaking into existence, Lord. Hallelujah. 2019, sometime early 2019, Audience of One, the album will be out, and that will be on all digital networks, and also I have hard copies when I come to when I go and minister at different churches and things of that sort. I will have hard copies on deck. I started my own music ministry. It's Clear as Day Music. Clear as Day Music. And my last name is Clear. Yeah, Clear as Day Music, and that's going to be, that is started already, and that's going to be great. Especially we have a clear vision, a clear focus to convey a clear message of the gospel to the world through music. So there you go. Clear message, clear vision, clear focus. It's all a clear message of the gospel. His death, his birth, his resurrection, his life. Everything about whatever it is about Jesus, that's what Clear as Day Music is all about. So and that started up, and then my album will come out under that music ministry, which is going to be awesome.
So you got music on Reverb Nation.
Reverb Nation, yes. Yes, Reverb Nation. There's songs there, some of them old, some of them new. But they're there. Some of them are downloadable. There are some that are just streamable, but definitely go and listen to those tracks. They will bless your life.
So if you had anything to say to people out there, or singers or artists or whoever's trying to, start their own business, what would you tell them?
I would say pray. pray. But after prayer, you have to take that leap of faith. Right. There's sometimes we get so caught up in what we think we can't do. But at the end of the day, we have an unstoppable, undeniable God who has his hand on everything that we're doing, if we believe that. Yes. So he has his hand on it. So if you believe that he has his hand on it, that he's the one that's in control, that he's the one that's going to make things happen for you, you just place your prayers in his hands and take that leap of faith and say, God, I'm trusting you. I'm stepping out on you. I'm stepping out on your promises that you're standing on, your promises that you promised to me in that Bible. In the Bible, he promised so many things to Jacob, Isaac, Abraham, all these people. Those same promises he's made those same promises for us. Yeah, and we believe that, then we have to leap out and jump out on his wings and let him take us where we need to be, where he wants us to be, because everything works out for the good. Romans 8:28. Everything works out for the good for those that love the Lord and that is called upon according to his purpose. So it has to be for his purpose. So now if you're gonna do something that ain't got nothing to do with God, and you wait for him to bless that, you keep on waiting. You keep checking your watch. keep checking your watch, because it may most like it ain't gonna happen. Okay, but if it's something that lines up with his purpose for your life, because every single one of us has a purpose in life. I started out rapping for myself, right? For the glory of Corey, right? I started out that way. But 10 years later, here I am rapping about Jesus and rapping the gospel and writing songs that pleases him for his glory now. So it was like it took me time to get from that point to that point, to really figure out what my purpose was. I thought it was to be like other rappers and the T.I.s. And I thought that was supposed to be me. But at the end of the day, now I see that I'm not supposed to be that, and he has a plan, a specific plan of why he has me here on this earth. And it's to do, there you go. Glory. Don't even start out right now. No, but that's the thing. You have to find what your purpose is on his life, in his life. That his will for your life, that has to line up with what you're trying to do, and then you go that way.
I just love this brother energy.
Yes,
he's the same as when I met him 3 years ago. His energy level has never changed. It's the same. So, brother, I'm going to ask you to do a little freestyling for us.
Freestyle?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Freestyle swim, freestyle dance, freestyle. All right. Well, my name is Corey, and I'm here to say I'm chilling with J, Lee, and MC. This how we gonna do it. Can't stop cause we getting into it. I got my son and my daughter in the room. We gotta do it like that. I sweep the broom. Oh, in the house, this is how we do it. Doing it for the glory of God. We getting through it. Hey, we just chilling. Can't stop cause that is his willing. He's willing to give us everything we need, and he give it to us, just faithfully. I just love the Lord. He's just the man. Say that he has the plan. Hey, when the pressures of life squeeze us, we need to depend on Jesus. Hey, Can't stop, can't stop, can't stop. This is how we do it, cause you know we're gonna rock. And I'm chilling, got Christ living in me. I can't do it myself, cause it's history. I say, ooh, yes, victory, V-I-C-T-O-R to the Y. And I can't stop, cause I'm not a fly guy, but Jesus is the man, and he's me, oh my, hey.
Yes, sir.
Just a little freestyle. Little freestyle.
Awesome, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Corey Cleare, y'all. Gonna be at our concert.
March. That's right.
23rd.
That's right. That's right. I'm worshiping us.
Get your tickets.
Yes. Tickets.
Pull up, yeah, hey. Pull up and break bread with me, hey. Pull up and let's meet and greet, yeah. Pull up, God is doing the new thing. Pull up instead of pull down for the community. Pull up and break bread with me, hey. Pull up and let's meet and greet, yeah. Pull up, God is doing the new thing. Pull up instead of pull down for the community.